What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel and welcome to another DIY video. Today's video we're going to be working on a G80 M3. So as you guys are probably aware, I did sell my G80 M3, but I still have a couple parts left over from that car that we're actually going to be installing on my buddy Juco's M3s. But Juco has a 2023 Toronto Red G80 M3 X-Drive comp, and he's actually here behind me, which you might be able to see. But we're on the way actually to my buddy Kevin's warehouse. We're going to be doing a couple installs on his car. You might recognize some previous wheels of mine that are eventually going to go on as well. But we're going to be doing an install for some fender liners. And today's video is actually sponsored by Vescaa. So again, if you guys have been following the channel, you'll know that Vescaa has been a partner here on the channel for a while. And they sent over some fender wells for me to do an install on my G80, but unfortunately the car is gone, so we're going to be putting them onto Juco's car. And so typically what happens when you lower the G80, you end up doing a little bit of scrubbing on the inside of those stock fender wells, just the way, you know, BMW designed the fender wells. Most of the time it happens in reverse and when the wheel is at full lock. So to prevent that, you can actually buy some parts from Vescaa. We're actually going to be trimming out the inside of those fender wells, the stock ones, and we're going to be replacing it with the Vescaa mesh version, which is a super high quality aluminum. So it should be a pretty simple install, but I'm going to take you guys through that whole process. I'm going to take you around Juco's car, kind of talk about some of the mods that he's got currently on it, and yeah, we'll get to this install. Also, if you're looking to purchase anything for your G80 in terms of carbon fiber or even these kind of fender liner mesh grills or what have you, definitely check out Vescaa. I will have a link in the video description below to their website as well as the fender liners that we're going to be installing today.
Oh man, Matt. Nepal ko khotra mat. Hey, yo, hey. Legsai motherfucker. Moyo vai Nepal ko khotra chito nabuje muji aijo na phone. Security chaidena Nepal sarkar muji to मलाई दियो एउटा घर. Chito nabujeko झारेलाई खेदाउँदै हान्छु म टाकुमा घर.
Say hello to the crew, Kevin, Timmy, and Juco. This is Juco's M3 2023?
I had like 3 people tell me that.
It's 2024?
Yes.
Ah, okay, I got that wrong. 2024 X-Drive Comp Toronto Red on... Is this considered a Mola? Red interior, full extended, carbon. What mods are on here again?
Full exhaust, mid-pipe, cutback, ball controller, MST core air intake, A-back springs, wheel spacers,
CSL grill. Yep. What exhaust is it again? Full IRL? Full IRL?
yes.
Okay, so mid-pipe, single mid-pipe?
Yes.
All right, so decent amount of mods. And we're going to be throwing on my old BBSs right here. So that should look good against the red. Okay. But again, so for today's mod, we are doing fender wells because, again, when you've got wide wheels or even stock wheels with spacers, you tend to rub on the inner well, which I'll show you guys once we get this wheel off where it kind of rubs. So it's advisable to do some aftermarket wheel wells that have little cutouts in them, kind of a mesh grill. All right, so typically these rub, when it does rub, it rubs on these little slats right here. So we're basically going to be pulling this whole front fender well out and cutting out the stock slats and replacing it with the Vescaa version. So they give you hardware and then one for each side of the front. So these are nice aluminum, powder coated black. And so that eliminates or gives you some extra clearance for wider wheels or for spacers, and should eliminate any type of rubbing. All right, so Juco's taken out all of these 10 mils. There's probably 10 of them or so. We'll count here in a minute. But we don't need to take the back out. We just need to take the front part of the fender liner out.
There you go, one. There you go.
So there's a couple up there.
My favorite part.
Bunch down the side, a couple there in the middle.
There's one more right here.
Yep.
I'm good at it.
Ah, it's dead. All right, so we've got 12 of these 10 millimeter screws. I will say on my 2022, I think my screws were 8 mil. So obviously during COVID, there was some supply and demand issues, supply chain issues rather, and some cars may be 8 mils, some cars may be 10. The later models, I believe, are all 10. So this being 2024, we have 12 of the 10 mil. So again, we're only pulling out the front fender. Once you get all of those out, you just kind of maneuver it out, and should come out.
Oh, there's one more right there.
Oh, is that the plastic one?
So it's actually 13.
Oh, 13. All right, so we've got 13. Correction. So there's one back behind the strut. That's the last one that's remaining. So 13.
Looks done to me. Yeah.
I mean, the thing is, like,
Let's hear it.
you're on iBox springs, so this isn't super low. But we are adding a much wider wheel. You don't scrub on that currently, do you, with the spacers? Okay.
Which one's the one that's lower? Is it the front or the back?
All right, so here's the Vescaa piece. So this should go in oriented just like so. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut out all of the slats. We're gonna leave the plastic right here, but cut out each of these slats all the way across. And then if you look at that, here, I'm gonna quick. So this will screw in with the supplied hardware down in this section, and then we have some on this side as well. One here and one there. So, well, Tim's gonna start up here and then work his way back. Safety first. All right, so most of the time was just cleaning this section up, and then go ahead and put it on, test fit. And this is how it should sit on the back side. And then we're gonna take a drill bit, put it through these holes, one there, one here, one there. All right, final product. Flip it over. So we've got 2 screws here, 2 screws right there and right there. And then I used, this is a 7/30 socket, and I think this was a 9/16 Allen. So that's how it looks. All right, at this point we can reinstall the fender well just as the way it came out. Reinstall those 13 screws, and then we should be good to go. So we're gonna do the exact same thing on the passenger side. All right, everything's back installed. This is what it should look like. You've got several inches more of clearance than you had before, and we should be good. 0 rubbing. Jeez. All right, so these are my old BBS LMRs on the front. We've got the black cap, and on the rear we've got thanks Tim, we've got the red center cap. What do you guys like better, red cap
Red cap.
red cap, or
I think you should get purple. Match Emily's car.
or the black cap. Let us know in the comments below. All right, so this side is officially done. We've got the BBSs on here now. Got the fender well on, and we're gonna start on the passenger side. Process is the same, and Timmy's gonna do all the work. Trying a different tactic on the passenger side with an angle grinder. It seems to be a lot faster. Timmy's job was fine, but Juko's taking matters into his own hands. All right, guys, so that's pretty much the install for the Vescaa wheel arches, and both sides, driver's side, passenger side, are going to be the exact same process. So just kind of want to take you along for the ride and show you guys what that process was like. There are a lot of other options out there as well. I know like RKP, which is what I had on my G80 from IND Distribution. Those are super, super expensive. It's basically the same product. So you might as well buy, the Vescaa version. It's super easy to install, as you guys could tell. Just takes a little bit of time and a little bit of patience to make it look nice and make it fit properly. So really simple otherwise, but if you guys are looking for this product, I will have a link in the video description below. Huge thanks to Juko for letting us do this to his car, and now he's got perfect clearance and a perfect wheel and tire setup. That wheel and tire setup, like I said, may look familiar to you guys because that was mine on my BRG G80 M3. And yeah, so he's got plenty of clearance. He's actually wanting to go a little bit lower now. He's been driving the car around for several weeks at this point with this whole setup on here, and he has no problems, no rubbing, nothing at all. So highly recommend this product. And yeah, if you guys have any comments, questions, or concerns, please let me know in the comments below. And we'll see you guys in the next video. Lots of content on the way. Take care. See you then.